Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name is Landon, and here we play Jank. So today I'm going to be continuing playing the Sneasler deck. So much fun with this deck to be had. Just hoping that the deck starts performing a little bit better for us. The previous two matches, while we did win one, I believe, they were a little rough. So I'm really hoping I can showcase how much this deck can pop off, you know? So we'll see what happens this match. Yes, we would like to go first. We do prefer going first. That is for sure. I think most decks prefer going first. Okay, not bad. We're starting Caterpie, which isn't great, but we've got a Quick Ball and we've got Capture Energy, and so we can Quick Ball out a Sneasler and that kind of stuff. We also got a Heavy Ball. I'm going to use a Heavy Ball. We prized a Caterpie, but that was it, sadly. We don't really need another Caterpie out yet, so we're going to Quick Ball away the Dark Patch. We are going to grab a Sneasler. Yes. Sneasler. Capture Energy comes down. With Capture Energy, I'm going to grab a Mew, because if we get an opportunity to get Caterpie out of the active next turn, we definitely want to take that. Box of Disaster on Sneasler, and end our turn. So hopefully next turn this Pokégear will be able to get us into a supporter like Marnie, disrupt our opponent's hand, who they started Lumineon. So obviously they're not having a great start either. But if we can get Metapod, Butterfree, Scoop Up Net, Dark Energy, we win. Oh, nope. Okay, they play down a Capture Energy, so they're going to have at least a second basic Pokemon out on the field. So we can't win quite that easily. Oh, it's Oranguru. Interesting. A little bit of draw there, but not much. Primate Wisdom only gets you one card off the top of your deck, and you got to put one on top of there. If they play Marnie, though, that would actually help us a lot. So they do not get to play Marnie, so that's too bad for us. Another Dark Patch. Oh, no! Dang. We just have to end our turn. We did not get a supporter off that Pokégear. That is disappointing. So we can't get Caterpie out of the active. So we just sit and wait. Hopefully our opponent will get a Marnie and help us out too, you know? I mean, that's what I'm hoping for. A Marnie, which will help them out. Lugia V comes down. Okay, so we know what we're playing. It is a Lugia VStar. Archeops, all that jazz. We get a Darkness Energy, so we can at least play that down. Although, actually, we can play it down onto the Caterpie. We can retreat the Caterpie into the Mew. We can Dark Patch the Dark Energy onto the Sneasler. And then with Mew, we can start looking for cards. Pokégear, that's our only option. So hopefully this plays out well. Okay, Avery and Serena. Inspect. Go back. We're going to take Serena. We're going to save that Avery for later. We're going to lose the Dark Patch. I don't think we can afford to lose the Caterpie just yet, because we don't play any type of Pokemon recovery in this deck. So we do pull off the combo, but actually no way to capitalize off that combo. And the fact that Lumineon can retreat with this energy, and it's just not looking great. I'm going to play Metapod. You know what, we're going to get, I think, we're going to play Turffield. We're going to search out the Butterfree. And I think here I'm going to hold. End turn. We're going to wait. A burn poison wouldn't do that much to Lumineon. They can easily retreat into Lugia, so we're not gaining any benefit of playing down the Butterfree. And we have Metapod ready to go, so if they do play a Marnie, we can at least use Turffield Stadium to try to search out Butterfree again if they somehow pull off the nuts right now and are able to get Lugia VStar up and running this turn with 2 Archeops, the Avery will really help out, and having that Butterfree to play will really help, and all that stuff. Like, I think that was the correct play. Evolution Incense coming down, grabbing them an Archeops. Do they have any sort of discard? That would be the big question. Aurora Energy, there we go. They are going to get to discard 1 Archeops, and that 1 Archeops could spell trouble for us if they have a V-Star in their hand right now. Retreating into the Manaphy, that's an interesting play. Interesting play there. Okay, we get another quick ball, so we're going to actually use this to grab Radiant Sneasler here, because 50 damage to Manaphy is actually a big deal here. We will play Avery, draw some cards. Okay, so we get another Sneasler. We also get another Mew, and I think I'm going to play it. Mysterious Tail. What do we get? What do we get? Air Balloon. Okay, so we can attack the Manaphy this turn at the very least, which isn't exactly terrible. We're going to get this Manaphy KO'd, and we're going to be prepared, hopefully, for the future. So Sneasler comes into the active. I will use Turffield Stadium to search out the Metapod. We've already got a Caterpie in hand, so if they boss KO the Butterfree, we can just do it again. So the Manaphy goes down. We get 1 prize. Hopefully it's something good. Scoop Up Net, that's beautiful. That's actually perfect. Exactly what we needed. So now, will they be able to get V-Star and Archeops out? That's the big question here. Primate Wisdom, that could be a huge Primate Wisdom for them. There's the Lugia V-Star. They will be able to get this 1 Archeops out, unless they have another card that can discard another card and get a second Archeops out. But that 1 Archeops can lead them. We will discard the Mew. That Archeops can lead them into KOing this Sneasler. There they go. They got 2 more Archeops in the discard. They'll get a full 2 onto the bench. That will kind of limit their bench here. Because of their own collapsed stadium, their bench is going to be full right here. Now, this Lugia V-Star will be taking damage from the Disaster Box, which is exactly what we want here. I'm wondering if Tempest Drive, they will choose to discard their collapsed stadium or not. That could be a big deciding factor here. But we just need 1 energy. That's all we need is 1 energy. Can we pull this off? We got the Scoop Up Net to reuse Butterfree if need be. They've already played Professor, so we know they can't play Boss. Yes, okay, so they KO the Sneasler. Take that 80 damage. They do discard their Collapsed Stadium. That is interesting. Select Prizing. They get 2. We will promote the Mew. Capture Energy. Oh man, that is just too perfect for us. Capture Energy will come down. We will grab our last Sneasler in the deck. Last attacker there. We will scoop up the Butterfree. Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree. Yes to the ability. Their only other attacker is Lumineon right now. Mew, Mysterious Tail. Ooh, good stuff, good stuff. I'm going to go Dark Patch. So I can Dark Patch onto this Sneasler, and then next turn we'll just need 1 energy again. If they KO my first Sneasler here, which seems unlikely, but it's Lugia, so it's not technically impossible. And we're going to Dire Claw for the big KO, dealing tons of damage. So we do need a Scoop Up Net this turn. Let's see. Disaster Box is okay. I'm not really expecting this Sneasler to go down in 1 hit, so I can attach it to this Sneasler, but I'm not sure if that's going to be some grand plan or anything. Right now, we're kind of stalled out, which isn't great. It'll really depend on what our top deck here is. Now, our opponent doesn't have a great board either. They've got their 2 Archeops. The best I think they can do is power up this Lumineon, hit 120, maybe put it back in the deck, and put up like the Oranguru for me to take a single prize with. That would just leave them with the 2 Archeops in field, but that's not necessarily a terrible situation for them to be in. The Sneasler already having some damage on it. They don't need that strong of an attacker. Yeah, if it had 120 on it, so that would be 70 HP remaining, a Lugia V would be able to get the KO then. So that's not exactly a terrible situation for them to be in. So I just want to know what they're going to do. They have a 10-card hand, a massive hand right now. Radiant Charizard comes down. There is a excellent alternate attacker for them. Another Lugia V coming down as well. So they can accelerate enough energy onto the Radiant Charizard so it can attack this turn and accelerate onto the Lumineon to retreat. There's that acceleration onto Lumineon for retreat. Radiant Charizard can get a one-hit KO on Sneasler. They are set up pretty well to take a KO this turn and leave me kind of stranded. I will be able to switch into the Mew, which might help. Maybe Mew can dig me out of the current situation. Okay, so yeah, Charizard just went off, getting that KO. Mew's going to hit the active, and we'll see what it can pull for us. What's our top deck? What Mew can get? All that jazz. A Level Ball is not going to be helpful right now. Box of Disaster on the Sneasler. A lot's riding on this. I mean, we don't even have an energy for the Sneasler. I'm not exactly sure what we're hoping for here. But that was definitely not it. Level Ball. Nothing. Heavy Ball will get us nothing. Caterpie into Metapod will get us nothing. The extra poison damage can be important against Lugia V. So we are just going to shoot. Retreat into Metapod. And end the turn. There's not much more we can do, sadly. And they probably got a boss in that 11-card hand, you know? So they can just boss up the Sneasler and win this turn. Shoot. I was hoping that this was going to go better. Both my opponent and I kind of dead drew in the beginning, but they were able to get out of it a lot quicker than I was. That's really what it came down to. They were able to get out of their dead hand a lot faster than we were. Why didn't they attack? Okay, we got Crobat. Crobat can actually lead us to quite a bit here. We are just playing these to get rid of them. And then Crobat V. Draw. Yes. What do we get? We get Butterfree. We get Darkness Energy. We basically get everything that we could want. And Scoop Up Net there even. So yes, we do want to do that to that. Scoop up that. We can move the Mew into the active. We can play Avery, which will force them to remove things from their bench. I'm thinking the Lumineon and the Oranguru make the most sense here. Yep, they definitely agreed. Good move for them. We will Mysterious Tail. What do we get? We get another Scoop Up, which is good. Good for us. I'm not seeing anything else to really play right now. So Sneasler will go into the active. Grab us one more prize. So all we need to do is knock out the Lugia V, which we definitely can do next turn. But they're most likely going to be able to knock out our Sneasler this turn. So, yeah. Not exactly going to win this, most likely. They just need a V-Star and then enough energy in the deck, which they most likely have. There's the Evolution Incense for the V-Star. Beautiful. So them skipping last turn, I wonder why. Did they not... Like, if they knocked out the Metapod, at the very least, were they worried that Mew would give me extra out and they didn't want to trigger the Mew? Or what, you know? So I'm kind of curious about that. But yeah, they accelerate energy onto Lugia V. And 2 more energy. And they're going to get their last 2 prizes here. Close match. Close match. Even if they knocked out the Metapod last turn, we still would have popped off because of that Crobat. And that's why we play Crobat in the deck, because it gives us that opportunity to pop off. So either way, this would have been a close match because we top decked Crobat. So good match to my opponent. Very close game. Lugia VStar. It's just everywhere. You can't escape the deck, and if you aren't beating Lugia VStar, you are not doing well in the current meta, sadly. So, oh, whoopsie. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully our final match with the deck will be a win. We'll have to wait and see. But thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you like what I'm doing here. And until next time, keep playing Jank.